everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Josephine and this is my beauty channel. I do all kind of tutorials, first impressions, unboxings, and right now I actually unbox a lot of advent calendars, so be sure to check them out as well. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications every time I upload a new video. But today we're going to test out a lot of new makeup, and one of the products is actually the Tati Beauty eyeshadow palette, and this is the look I'm going to create. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. I received the palette in this box, and this is what the palette looks like. So you slide it out, and this is the palette. I've seen other people use this and test it out. We have multiple textures. We have mattes, sequins, metallics, and glitters. And you have them in rows. So here you have all the glitters, but here you have the same shades. So we have memory matte, memory sequin, memory metallic, memory glitter. And the same goes for the rest of the rows. So that's a nice lineup, and I love the shades. They're very natural. You can use them for a nice everyday makeup look, but also a full glam extreme look. So yeah, you can do a lot with this, and that's what we are going to do today. I think we're going to test some glitter, matte and metallic maybe, but we'll see. We're going to start with eyebrows as usual, and I have this new pomade from Kiko Milano. I've used this a lot, but in a very dark shade, so now I actually ordered a lighter one. This is the shade number 2. It doesn't say, but I think this is dark blonde or something. This looks very light, so we'll see if I can use this, but we're going to try. And I'm going to apply it with my Flare, let's see, Duo Brow Brush 405. That's very, very light. So I already know how this applies. It's very creamy and it lasts, well, a decade, okay? And you don't need a big amount for your brows. I'm just unsure about the shade. Yeah, that's very, very light. And a bit reddish, I think. Or not. I'm actually going to unbox 2 more calendars today, so I guess I just have to edit videos all weekend. We'll just do the other eyebrow and then maybe we fill them in with an eyebrow pen. I've cleaned them up with some concealer. Now we take an eyebrow pen from W7, Stroke of Genius, in the shade Blonde. We just fill in some patches. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Maybe I should have one shade darker, but I don't think they have a huge amount of shades, so if I would go one shade darker, it would look way too dark, so it actually fits me pretty well. I have my little patches, but it's the same with all eyebrow products. They just, yeah, they don't want to show up on those patches, so I'll just have to live with it. Good product. Let's start with the eyes, and we're going to apply an eyelid primer from Morphe. So it actually has some pigmentation. That's good. I take a ColourPop concealer brush E3 to apply that. Just very roughly, and then we take Morphe E8, a little buffing brush, and blend that out. It doesn't have a lot of coverage, but it still tones down the redness. We start with a transition shade and we're going to use the Soothe, a very light brown. We actually have some new brushes. So we have a eye blender brush from Essence, a Lux crease from Sueva, and eyeshadow brush from Essence. We start with the Lux crease from Sueva and apply that transition shade. Oh, it's a lot of pigment. Okay. This is a very short brush and we have a lot of pigment. Okay, that blends beautifully. I love that. Okay. I love Tati and I had some big hopes for this eyeshadow palette and I didn't want to be disappointed. We take the Essence eye blender brush just to blend all the edges on the top. We don't want more pigmentation there, so we want a clean brush. That's beautiful. Let's take the Ritual, the dark brown. I think we're going to try the eyeshadow brush from Essence. It's more, well, a packing brush. So we pack it on in the outer corner and then we blend it with the other blending brush from Sueva. Oh, this is crazy pigmented. Like crazy pigmented. I don't have any fallout yet. I'm surprised. This is really, really good. I just take a wipe and sharpen the edge. I don't think we're going to apply any concealer or something. We'll just pat on some glitter. We take the Soothe glitter with my finger and then just pat it on in the middle of the lid. Oh my god. I will probably have fallout with this because it's a glitter, but hopefully the lashes will prevent it later. Oh my god. We take it all the way in. I just blend a bit in the edges. We take some eyeliner from Maybelline, I think. Yeah. Gel eyeliner. Just closest to the lashes. Not a wing or anything. This is just because I don't want the eyelash band to show up. Because I think we're going to apply some falsies. For the waterline, I have a new black eyeliner from NARS. This is really, really pigmented. It's crazy. So I just apply that in the waterline. We're going to apply the Wispies from Ardell and we're going to do that with eyelash glue from Duo, the black one. So I'm just going to apply that off camera and then we're going to continue. It feels like I have glitter everywhere, but who cares? I'm going to apply the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This is also new, so it's clear. For foundation, I'm going to apply the Revlon Color Stay Combination to Oily Skin in 150 Buff. And I'm going to mix that with NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. This is a white one because I'm so light and all foundations look weird on me. So I just apply it on my hand and mix it just like that. And I just mix it with my concealer brush. Just apply the product I have on the brush. Then I take some kind of foundation brush or sponge. Today we're going to test a new sponge from Sunday. This is damp and it's very squishy and soft. So I'm just going to use that. I actually prefer a buffing brush, but just for trying this out, we're going to use it today. And I have extremely dry skin right now because I have some breakouts here and I'm using a very strong product on them and the rest of my face, and it makes me really, really dry. I've been thinking about false lashes. Just because I use them, you don't need that for this look or other looks. For this particular look, I want falsies because it feels like they can pick up some of the fallout from the glitter, so that's why. But I actually don't need them for making the look. It's just very practical, so don't feel like you have to use it. I actually like the sponge. It blended everything fine. It's a good sponge. We take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15 and I apply that on my hand as well. And with my concealer brush, I pick some product up and apply it where needed. You don't need to pick a concealer lighter than your skin if you don't want to. I use a very light shade just because I'm so fair. It actually matches my skin. I take my Morphe E8 buffing brush again and blend the concealer out. And I take concealer here just because I have breakouts there very often. I can already see very much dryness here, but I expected that because I am dry now, very dry. We take another sponge. This is a Sigma sponge, I think, and my translucent powder in the shade Light from Cover Fix. This is a smaller size, but I love this, so I'm going to buy it again, the full size. I just shake some out into the lid and then pick it up with my sponge and bake. For contour, we're going to use the Revolution Makeup Pro HD Powder Contour Fair. This is very old, but I love this palette. So I take an angled face brush and this middle shade, and I also mix it with this one. With a clean eyeshadow brush, I take the same shades and very lightly contour my nose. For blush, I take the Matte Mega Blush from Technique. It's a little palette with 4 different blushes, and I take this coral shade. Okay, we take a sheep brush from Color Spell. You probably never heard of it, but I've just cleaned all my brushes so they're still wet. Apply that. And the Butter Bronzer from Sufficience Formula Light Bronzer. And we apply it with the same brush. It smells so good. I love this. When I'm done with most of the powder products, I just take a sponge and some more powder and tone down edges, sharpen edges, and blend, because it's so easy to over apply, and I do it, well, pretty much every time. I have a new highlighter from Ofra, the Rodeo Drive Highlighter, and I think this is a mini size or something. I received it in an advent calendar, and I apply it with a setting brush from Real Techniques. Okay, maybe that's a bit too dark for me. Maybe not. And I got it just on my pimples. That's not good. Whatever. We go back to the sponge and blend it. We don't have any more powders, so I set my brows with a brow setter. This is the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, also a mini size. But I love Benefit's eyebrow products. They're so good. We just brush through the brows. We also paint on my birthmarks. And I have a patch here on the brow. I take the same mascara as I took before off camera, the Clinique High Impact Mascara in black, and I apply it on the lower lashes, and I don't apply any eyeshadow under the eyes. I don't know why, I just stopped doing that. I don't know why. I think I look, well, nicer. And another wipe for my lips. I don't want too much BAM for my lips because we have very glammy eyes. So we take the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Buff. This is one of my favorites, and I just lightly apply that. And then I'll just take my finger and blend it out. Sometimes I go back to my concealer brush just to clean up around the lips if I screw it up. Last product, the Milani Make It Last Matte Finish Setting Spray. I've tried it before, so it's not a new product. I just spray that. It's crazy pigmented, and the glitters, I mean, come on. This is almost better than the Natasha Denona eyeshadows, in my opinion. This retails for, well, a lot less than the Natasha Denona palettes. I love the packaging, I love the size, I love the big mirror. I love everything about it. It's my favorite. I've just tried it once and it's my favorite, okay? I love it. I think this glitter is the most beautiful I ever tried. It looks amazing. I'm a bit irritated at my own skin right now because it's so dry. So it kind of destroys the look a bit. If it weren't for that, I would feel I would feel amazing. This is amazing. I love the pomade, even though it's a bit too light, and I love the primers, the highlighter. Oh my god, and the sponge, also good. This is a very successful first impression video. I love pretty much all of the products, and it's a shame that I'm not going anywhere because I feel like going to a nightclub or something. Well, that's everything for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications every time I upload a new video, and I see you in the next one. Bye!